going? It's me, Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and we're in for another round of the triple-double total chaos. That's right. We are doing 3 sports, 2 picks per sport. I've got Cam Ross here with me. You took out Chip Chirimbus last week. How's it going, Cam?
It's going, just trying to keep it rolling. Lots of games, couple of seasons kind of wrapping up. Baseball seems to be underway heavy, just trying to make things work.
That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. So your opponent today is good friends with Chip Chirimbus, Ross Benjamin.
I liked you until I heard that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm in for a tussle, that's for sure. If you beat Chip, you're a hell of a handicapper, my man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Chip went on a heater from like the NFL season through college football, through college basketball, into baseball. Chip was on such a heater. I mean, I never had to rebook Chip. It was always who his opponent was going to be. So he was crushing things, but Cam Ross took him out last week. That's what happened. So
yeah, to be fair,
go ahead.
It's 1-1 with me and Chip. He got me about a month ago, so we'll have to meet somewhere on the block again.
Yeah, rubber match.
Yeah.
He's officially like our number one, but Sean Higgs has been on one heck of a heater. He has been on every MLB Total Chaos. Opening day was Nick and Tim Earl. Higgs took on Tim Earl, and Higgs has never left the MLB Total Chaos. So that dude's on quite a heater right now too. So just saying, it's a fun show. I'm glad, Ross Benjamin, it's your first time on our show. You're our newest handicapper over at Picks and Parlays. How you digging the team? How you liking the site?
Not bad. I love it, actually. I'm flattered to be on the site on a nice roll right now in Major League Baseball, going 17-4 with my last 21.
Wow.
And pretty good run in the NBA as well. Cooled off a little bit of late, but I'm still ranked in the top 5 of the country in one of the monitoring services. So it's all good. And it's like I said, I'm flattered to be part of the site.
Well, I have been watching you and Chip for a long time. I've been with Picks and Parlays for about 1.5 years now, almost 2 years. So I've already followed you and Chip, and I think you're fantastic. And I'm so glad to have you over at the site.
Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so total chaos. Now we got to get down to business, gentlemen. It's all friendly until the picks start coming out, all right? So here's how it's going to work. We're going to do 2 MLB, 2 NHL, and 2 NBA. You're going to give me your play. Does it go over? Does it go under? Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the total chaos champion. Are you guys ready to rock and roll?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, then here we go. Cam Ross, you are the champion. You are going to start it off. We've got the Giants at the Padres, and the number is 7. So what do you say?
Yeah, this is the 4th game of the year between these two teams. The Giants are up 2-1 in the series, and don't look now. The Giants have just overtaken the Dodgers in the NL West. It's just a game. It's just a half game. Not a big deal. Both of these teams are playing pretty well. 14-12 for the Padres, 16-9 for the Giants. All 3 games for the first round they went, the highest was 5. There's 2 really good pitchers on the mound. Snell, he's winless on the year. He hasn't gotten any run support. He's 0-0, 3.92 ERA. He should have a couple of wins. But Desclafani has been throwing a heavy ball. He's 2-0, 1.5 ERA. Me personally, I think the Giants as a winner here is a good look. But I just got to stay with the trends here, and I'm going to depend on both pitchers, and I'm going to go under in this matchup.
I was already typing under before you said it because I've been cashing on that Giants under all season long. And, let me find out that Blake Snell is the new Jacob deGrom with Machado and Tatis. Seriously, with the run support.
No run
Ross
support.
Benjamin, what do you have to say about it?
Hey, Snell is 3-0 under the total at home this year with under a 3 ERA. So he's pitched very well at home, which he will be tomorrow night. And also San Diego, speaking of home, 11-2 to the under at home. And Anthony DeSclafani, I hope I pronounce his name right. I am Italian. I better pronounce that name right. Anyway, he doesn't look like the same pitcher that was in Cincinnati. He's found a new lease on life in San Francisco. 5 starts with a 1.50 ERA and an 0.97 WHIP. I'm going to have to agree with my buddy on the other side there and take the under.
All right. So I agree with you both on this one also. I say this stays under the total. Angels are at the Mariners. Ross Benjamin, you're going to start this off. The number is 8.5. So what do you got going on here?
Yeah, Griffin Canning is scheduled to pitch for the Angels. He's looked terrible in 3 starts. However, in 2 career against Seattle, he has been very good. As a matter of fact, 13 innings pitched with a 2.08 ERA. This is a Seattle team that can't hit their way out of a paper bag so far this year. As a matter of fact, they're hitting 191 at home this year as a team. That's not very good. And the Seattle bullpen, they've been absolutely lights out over the last week and a half or so. I'm going to go under in this one too, Ellie.
All right. I feel you on that. What do you say, Cam?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it, and I'm gonna agree with my friend on the other side here. Like he said, Griffin has been atrocious this year, but he throws a good ball against the Mariners. He seems to wake up for this matchup. Newsom, he's been great, 1.69 ERA. He's only 1-0. He's appeared 5 times. He's only got the 1 start, and he got the win. I just think the trend's going to continue because, like he said, the Mariners, they can't seem to hit the ball with a boat paddle. And I'm going to go ahead and ride with it. 8.5 too much. I'm going to go under as well.
All right. So we agree. And people at home, when they agree, those consensus plays tend to be the most valuable on the show. We'll do a recap at the end, but I'm just saying you might want to be paying attention. All right. We are going to move into the NHL now. Vegas Golden Knights, my team, is against the Arizona Coyotes. We've got 5.5 here. Cam Ross, lay it on me. What do we got?
Yeah, these are tale of 2 teams. Vegas, your team, 35-11-2. They're absolutely rolling, trying to run into the playoffs. The Coyotes, they're terrible. They're giving up goals just left and right. These 2 teams have met 7 times, 7-4, 5-2, 5-2, 4-2. There are 2 wins from Vegas that are 1-0, but that's not going to happen here. Vegas is pounding the puck into the goal. The Coyotes are playing like they have no goalie. I think 5.5 is not enough. I'm going to go over in this one.
Over their pepper in the net, you say. What do you say, Ross Benjamin?
Boy, oh boy. Good things we're not 2 politicians because we'd have to find another party. I agree with my man here. Look, this will be the second game in as many nights between these teams. And it must be noted, Arizona has gone over the total all 5 games this year when they're playing with no rest against a team with a winning record like Vegas obviously has. And the Golden Knights, 10 straight wins, right, Ellie? If I'm not mistaken. And 4.5 goals per game during that 10-game win streak. They might put this game over all by themselves. So I'm going to go over the total as well. I have to agree with my friend.
All right, we're going over in the VGK game. I have tickets for the game against the Avalanche on May 10th. So excited.
Right.
I'll mark that down on the calendar and look for you in the crowd, Ellie.
Yes, I'll be there way up high in the seats somewhere. So Calgary is going to be at Edmonton, and the number here is 6. Ross Benjamin, this one's on you. What do you got?
Calgary, 8-0 to the under in their last 8 on the road, 7-0-3 to the under in their last 10. Edmonton, 4-1-1 to the under in their last 6 at home. The last 3 meetings, all of them went under. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going under the total.
I thought you were going to flip it on me there. Under we go. The old chip flip. He'll do that. He's like, I'm ready, but I'm going over.
Yeah, he likes to call himself the Antichrist, So.
Oh, God. I'm sure he does. That chip grimace is too much. What do you think, Cam Ross? Under or over?
Goodness, man. Same name, same picks, I guess. I'm going to keep going because I was really hoping he was fixing to flip it so we'd at least knock heads a little bit. But I can't. Everything he said is exactly right. These 2 teams, they're not finding the net. They're not scoring well. They have their moments where they light it up a little bit, but I just don't see a lot of goals here. Just like he said, these 2 teams just played. They're going to run it right back. Saw 4 goals in the other game recently. I just don't see enough offense to get over this total. I'm going to go under as well.
There's a phrase for this, Ellie. Brilliant minds think alike.
Yep. Think
See,
alike.
I
Same.
think of it. He's Cam Ross and you're Ross Benjamin, and it's like a Ross on Ross total
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah, it's
Right?
just
I mean, it's
yeah,
a big deal right
Yeah.
now. Things
Same
are
name, same
happening on
thought.
I
the
thought I was
show.
going when you sent me the promo. I thought I was going against myself tonight. So
Yeah, she told me yesterday.
apparently I am because we got the same
Yeah.
picks. So
Yeah, just
That's just it. Well, we're gonna have to come up with some kind of a tiebreaker here. One of you is gonna have to like pick a final score or something. But we've still got 2 more to go. These 2 are in the NBA. We've got the Warriors at my Houston Rockets. 234 is your number. Ross Benjamin, I think it's your turn. No, it's Cam Ross. Cam starts, right? Yeah, Cam.
it doesn't seem to matter. We're gonna pick the same thing apparently. But both teams are struggling. I hate to say it like this, but the Rockets have struggled all year. I know they're your team. I know you love
I
them
know.
and everything like that. They've
I've
just
noticed.
been bad. The Rockets, their whole team seems to be just in regular clothes. Eric Gordon, John Wall's done, Sterling Brown, Daniel House. They're all just gone. Kelly Oubre's day-to-day here. Eric Pascal's out. I think the Warriors really need this win because, they're fighting to get into the bubble.
Yeah.
Both teams give up 113 a game. The Warriors score about 112. But I think the Warriors are going to try to keep this depleted team down. The Rockets just had a 50 ball. I don't see something like that happening here. There's a lot of offense not there for the Rockets. Kelly Oubre's out. 234, 234 and a half. That just seems like it's too much to me. I'm going to stay under in this game because I think the Warriors defense is going to guarantee them the win.
All right, Mr. Ross, what do you say about it, Mr. Benjamin?
Well, the Warriors defense, they've been good for the better part of the year, but not the last 2 games. Man, oh man. Talk about Matador defense. They've given up 133 and 126 in the last 2, Cam. And they lost both of those games by double-digit figures. How about Houston coming off a 143-136 win over Milwaukee yesterday, going 25 for 46 from three-point land? Yes, they did get a 50 spot from Porter. They're likely not going to get that again. But however, that certainly would bode well for confidence, especially against a team that's really struggled defensively in the last 2 games. Buddy, we're going to be on the opposite sides of this one. I'm going over that big number. It's a big number for a reason. Golden State and Houston over the total, Allie.
All right. Okay, so we are going to have a winner. I like it. One or the other of you is going to be right. So we're doing Pelicans at the T-Wolves. Last pick, Ross Benjamin, it's 235 and a half. What are we saying about this one?
Well, talk about Matador defense. These teams played a lot of that for most of the year, but all of a sudden recently somebody woke them up and said, hey, there's another part of the game. It's on the defensive side of the floor, and they're pretty much have answered the call. New Orleans has gone under the total in their last 4 with a combined average of 217.7 points per game scored. Both meetings went over this year, but it must be noted the average score in those 2 games was 235. The total here is 235 and a half. So it's not like it went over the posted total this high. Before it was under 230 on both occasions. And lastly, Minnesota's defense, the last 5, they're only giving up less than 110 a game. And New Orleans defense, the last 5, 104 a game. So I'm going under the total here, Ellie. I'm going the Pelicans T-Wolves under 235 and a half.
Under the 2. That's a big thing I do when I'm looking at totals. I don't look how many times you've gone over or under. I look at how many times you've gone over or under that number. To me, that makes all the difference in the world. Cam Ross, what are you thinking about this one?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. He's right. Both of these teams, they've been awful all year, but they both do seem to be locking in towards the end of the year, trending in the right direction. It's weird, a 28-35 team and a 20-44 team trending in the right direction.
Yeah.
But I just think both teams are a little bit more defensive minded as of late, and I do think this one will stay under this total.
Okay, well, that was a freaking excellent total chaos round there. Okay, let me let y'all know about that. Sometimes we'll get it where, like, I think last night in NBA they agreed on 1 out of 4. So
Wow.
So that was a good round because people at home, when they agree on a pick, that's the one you want to bet on. Those are the consensus picks where our 2 expert handicappers agree. I do want to remind everybody that we do have a promo code over at picksandparlays.net this week. It's draft, and it saves 20% off the entire site. That includes picks from Cam Ross as well as Ross Benjamin, our newest capper on the site. So make sure you use the promo code. We're all about value here. That's what we do, right? So there's your promo code. Use it. Okay, so we're going to do a quick recap. We've got the Giants at 7. Cam and Ross, they are both going under that total. The Angels at 8.5, same thing. We're taking it under. Vegas Knights, 5.5 is the number. No. We're taking this one over. It's going to be a high-scoring affair. Calgary Flames, the number 6. We're taking that one under the total. The only one that you guys disagreed on is the Warriors at my Houston Rockets. Cash the plus 13.5. Thank you very much. Take the points. Don't lay them when you're in double digits. Don't be ridiculous. Cam's going under. Ross Benjamin is going over, and then we agree that the Pelicans game at 235.5 is too many points, and we're taking it under. So that is how we are rolling for this week's episode of Total Chaos Triple Double. Thank you, Cam Ross. Thank you, Ross Benjamin. May the best capper win.
All right, sounds good.